Good morning, YouTube. My name is Andrew Miller, and today we're gonna talk a little bit about young at heart, being young at heart, and some advices. This conversation will be totally based on lyrics, Tear for Fears lyrics, and that's it. Please, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello, good morning. I'm Cristiane. I live in Praia Grande. I'm married. I have a daughter, and I'm a Portuguese teacher, and I really love learning language. So is that.
Awesome. Monica.
As I can. My name is Monica. I am project manager. I am here to improve my English and get a better opportunities in my career. I live in Niterói, Rio de Janeiro, and I'm here in TNT since February at this year. I love to be here and connect to other people and see other points of view. That's it.
Awesome, very good. Thanks a lot. Bianca, your turn.
Hi guys, I'm Bianca. I live in Santos, São Paulo, so it's near Chris. I'm now a student and I'm here to practice English.
Okay. And the last but not least, Mariana.
Good morning. My name is Mariana. I'm 23 years old. I live in Ilhéus, Bahia. I have a dog and a cat. I'm a student and I'm here to improve my English too.
Okay. So let's start from the first question and then we can improve this conversation and so on, make it bigger. The first question is, are you young at heart and why? But we are considering that we have young people here. But I know a lot of people, that is young, but they don't have this kind of young at heart. They already old at heart. I don't know how to say it, but Chris.
I think I try, because sometimes we forget how to say young, to be young. So I try every day to keep this, I don't know, this attitude to be young, to be curious, to have fun. I think it's very important.
Yeah, very good. Very good point. Monica, how about you?
I have some difficulty to understand what are trying to ask for us in this sentence. And
are you young at heart means that your heart is young, independent of your old.
Yes, I will say something about that because I am 52 years old, but I am young at heart, totally.
Why? The question is why?
I give me this gift because I am completely naive when we are talking about heart.
Very good.
And in some, I don't know, in some parts of my life, I couldn't be a naive. But I think that when we are talking about heart, I can say to you, I could be naive and could give me this kind of gift for the life because we have to live, let us to live in a free mode, something like that. That's my opinion about it.
Very beautiful. I agree with you. Mari, how about you?
I'm young. I think I'm young at heart too.
But my heart is young as well.
No, yeah. Seeing the lyrics, I understand that being young at heart is also dream a lot. I don't know if it is exactly. I understand that. So thinking about that too, I think I'm young at heart.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I think we don't have a kind of, I don't know what this song's about. You know, I have some insights and so on, but I decided to bring this kind of topic because I would like to hear from you. You know, I like to see other, you know, other understanding from this lyrics and from this topic because I learn a lot. I used to learn a lot. And you, Bianca, do you consider yourself young at heart?
Yeah, in some situations, no. Most of them, I'm very emotional and I have a lot of dreams and yeah, so.
So I will, you know, make this question harder. That what is the opposite, you know, to be young at heart? You know, what do you expect from the person that they are not young at heart? Chris, what do you expect from this kind of person
The person that's not young
at
at
heart?
heart. I think I think the people maybe that don't know how to have fun, to wish new things, to expose their self. I think the people that is not curious or don't want to live new experience, it's people that is not young at heart, maybe.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Very good. And how about you, Monica? What do you expect from this kind of person? Old at heart. I don't know if I'm right, but old at heart.
I think that could be a person that is like the Chris said, is not open for the new experience, have a lot of preconceptions in your heart, and a heart like a stone. I don't know if you understand these lyrics. It says too much about my younger life. I love Tears for Fears, and I think this song many times in my younger life. I think that I have some difficulties because I'm 52 and my mind and my heart's not so old like the persons would like to that I could be. And sometimes I think that there are some preconceptions with this kind of feelings of thinking of mind, and I don't relation the mind and the heart and the age is totally different.
Yeah, I think in line with what you said, you just said that sometimes I think old at heart needs to be very rational, you know, being very rational, you know, and sometimes we need to use our heart to see other, you know, to be free to be into the situation. It's my perception, at least. And
I think that because when I use my rational feelings when I'm at work, when I am at work, because I work with IT, and it's necessary to be more rational about the things. But when I am leaving, I'm trying not to be so rational. I try to listen my heart, to connect with the other people, with myself, with the self that exists in me, with the other people. I have not a few connections in the world. I have just some connections, and when I have connection with the other, I think that is must be true, and I spend or I waste my time at changing experience. I need to do this moment a special moment to change
okay.
ideas. something like
Very
that.
good. Very good answer. I will connect what you said with the question number 4. Are you clear in your emotion and feeling? Mariana, are you clear in your emotions?
Yeah, yes. I think. No, it's a hard question because
I didn't feel confidence.
either. No, I think I try to understand, but I was actually talking about it. Sometimes I think I don't need to be clear with it every moment, because when I'm just feeling, I'm not thinking about what it is exactly. And after this time of just feeling and all, I try to understand, organize these emotions and feelings in my mind, but it's a moment more rational. And I think I just can do it after I passed in the moment that I really feel the things, because I think, yeah, I don't know if you guys understand.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Totally. Yeah, this question is about sometimes we are so rational because we avoid to live the situation. We are kind of stuck at being rational, like, oh, because I need to do that. If I did it, or if I do it, the people or the person will think something about me and so on. And, will judge and you will think like this or like that. So, Bianca, how about you?
I don't know. To be clear in my emotions and feelings, I think because I don't have a filter, and sometimes, I have the first reaction to something, and that's the clearest I am, and
Okay. And how about you, Chris?
It's a very good question. I think the superficial emotions and feeling, it's easy to be clear, no? But then when it's something very deeply, I think I'm not clear. And I think 2 weeks ago, I listened something from my therapist. She said to me that when I talk sad things, sad moments in my life, when I talk about it, I'm smile. I'm always smiling. So it's like, oh, you tell me something very sad and you are smiling. So it's a little strange. So I noticed that I'm not clear. So because in that moment, maybe it's necessary to cry, not smile. No, so
Okay.
I think when it's deep, no.
Yeah. This reason is very important to, go in therapy, because you start to understand something that is behind your feelings, thought that you do not, aware about. Very nice. Let me see here. Yeah, the hardest question, I think, of, all of this question. What advice would your current self give to your former self? Very hard, very hard. Mariana, please.
Oh my God. No, my former self is what exactly?
What? You don't understand the former self?
Wait, my former self.
Your former self, it's basically your old self or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Your present self to your older self.
I don't know. I think it's easier to my former self give somewhat advice for me, but it's
do
not
it.
possible.
It's up to you. It's up to you. You can do it.
But it's not
It's
possible.
good because we'll be recorded. You know, it's being recorded, so we can, you know, in the future see. Let me see what I said. You know.
Yeah, I think a good thing to say is to not stop to be young at heart, even if in the future the things became different, and I don't know if I need to be more rational and everything. Like Monica said, she's more rational at work, but she's trying to balance it with the life. And I think it's a good advice that actually I listened from Monica, but I can say it to my former self too. I think it's important because I think when we get older, sometimes we forget that because we start to just live the life and do things
in a very automatic way. Good. Thanks a lot, Mari. How about you, Monica?
This subject is so deep that do you know that when I add something subject brings something to me, I need to write something. I need that. If it could be another thing in my life, I would be a writer, because I love write about some subjects. I think that I can say to my old self that can't waste is your time trying to control something. You can't control anything. Relax.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Thanks a lot, Monica. Perfect. Let me see. Chris.
I think I would say have fun. Don't think so much, and don't be so afraid because you can do. I think it's that.
Yeah, good. Very good. And Bianca.
I'm in a moment in my life that is, I would give myself the same advice Monica gave to her, like don't try to control everything, because I kind of do that sometimes because I want the best things for everyone, and I have to accept that it's not always so good. You know, we have to have the bad things and deal with it.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, I think this, you know, this thought that Monica says, it's very nice, you know, because sometimes we try to control all the things, but the most part of the things we do not control because it's not from us, you know, from other people, other situation, from other points and other stuff's behavior and so on. But well, for me, I think I would say that try more, you know, without thinking sometimes, you know, and just do the stuff. Sometimes you spend a lot of time thinking before to do something. And this process make us stay stuck in a situation. Because imagine when you are very excited to start something, you have this energy, you know, this charged energy. But during this process, we start to say, oh, but if I do this, you know, something can happen, you know, so your energy start to decrease and you and you don't do this stuff. So I think try more and, you know, without thinking, sometimes just do. It's my advice for me. Not only my old self, my former self, but you know, my future self. Let's answer the question number 6. Would you rather regret doing it or not doing it? Not doing something. Monica, let's start from you.
I choose this question to put on my paper here, but I choose. I think I am just a little strange person, because I know when I decide to do or not do something about any situation in my life. Rarely I pay for do something that I could be regret in the future. And I just pay because I want to pass for this situation. And I think that this situation could be bring to me more maturity. I can change some points, change something inside me. And when I say that I will do something, I really do something. It's not common, it's rarely in my life, but I know when I will pay for this situation, for leave this moment, for leave the moment, leave the situation. And sincerely, I don't regret when I decide to leave some situation. That's it. It's not, I am completely sincere.
Yeah, but this is awesome. This is awesome because, see, we have one just life, you know, just one life. So sometimes we do not, you know, it's not healthy to think a lot in the future in that term, because sometimes you try and you regret, oh my God, was very bad the situation, but you learn from the situation, you know. It was your try.
Because you are trying to, you think much about some subject that don't need your, it's not necessary think about it, because you have already said about you waste much energy when you are thinking about something, and you think so that when the situation pass through you, and you don't have time to leave this situation. And sometimes you don't have time for think about anything. You need to just live. And for you decide this moment, you have to listen yourself, and you have to let the I don't know, intuition take this the free space in your life, and you don't have time to think about it. It's impossible. Right. When you finish trying to think, the situation pass through you, and bye-bye, okay? Sometimes we need to let the moment in a flow mode, and let to you don't know what will happen in the after the after the minute, after the next minute. You don't know.
You don't know the future.
Yes. And sometimes only one breath could change this the next minute. You just need to brief something.
And you know what? It's so interesting to bring this kind of topic that, make the people excited to answer, because you start to thinking to answer in English like you were saying Portuguese. Oh my God, this is so excited way. It's nice.
You always bring for us is a deep conversation, a deep subject. I think it's the moment when we can think about, do some reflections about our life. And I think that's just brief, and don't think so much about some things, because it's not a thinkable, I don't know, there exists this word, but it's not a thinkable feeling.
But you all are part of it, you read the conversation in order to make this good. But yeah, let's hear from Bianca. Would you have a regret doing something or not doing something?
Not doing something, because I am always thinking about doing something. I wish I was more like Monica, because this is very bad, and like it's a bad habit too. I was reading The Power of Habit, and this is how we usually take some decision. And if you change something in your mind or something in your life, actually, you will start to change all the bad habits you have. It's like, so, I mean, and when you think a lot, it's just yourself, just like, don't do it. You are afraid. You have to do it. the only, but like I live in a problem, it's like I have to do it, but it's like, okay, I can do it now, and then do it. And, it's this thing.
Go ahead right now.
Exactly.
Very good.
It's something like a fear about what could happen. And it's normal, it's common, because it's your ego talking with you. They have your ego have a sensation of fear. They're afraid of suffering.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. It's common. You have to do a lot of more things that you could experience in risk situation, just a little risk situation, to learn how to let the flow, live in a flow mode.
Yeah, and this is very interesting, because we are create a very specific environment, because you said about this topic, very deep topic. Yeah, this is a topic that I really used to discuss a lot, and I really enjoy to have this kind of discussion. But see, we are kind of enriching our lives through that, because since the beginning of the pandemic, I used to do that, not only in my, my meeting, but, my friends' meeting, all the meetings in TNT, it's interesting. So I always learn a lot. So it's a kind of, we are creating, refreshing our lives as well. Chris, your turn.
I think the most of the case, I prefer regret doing it, because I think even if we don't have a positive result, we learn with the experience. And I think it's very difficult to look back and face this kind of frustration, or, and if I don't like this kind of feeling. I prefer do and see and learn. I think there are moments we have good results. Sometimes they are not so good, but we learn, we live. So I prefer that.
Yeah, this is basically the should mode. I should do that. I should do this or should do that. Oh my God. Mariana, how about you?
As everyone say, I think I prefer to do something. And I write something when you are talking that is, don't let your fear guide your choice. Because I think exactly like this I was talking to. And that's it. When I'm thinking a lot, if I will do or not do something, I think I need to do it. And it's also what Endo was saying about try more, try new things. I think it's important to try. And yeah, that's it. Don't let the fear guide us.
Yeah, this is very hard because, you know, let's move this conversation or this approach to the English learning, for example. You know, a lot of people, they do not develop them English skills because they are afraid to face some judgment, or the people think like this or will think like that, and, you know, will judge me and so on. So, you know, not only the English, but all the skills that you have in your life. You know, sometimes you do not move forward because you are afraid to see something that you will feel uncomfortable. Yeah, very hard. Question number, let me see all this conversations. It's been very nice.
Mariana, I love your answer. I put my paper. Don't let your fear guide your choice. Mariana.
Great philosopher here. We have a lot of this great philosopher here. Monica is one of them. So let me see the question number. This is a very deep question, very hard question. What does the world expect from us? Oh my God, it's almost, you know, like a podcast here. Interview. What does the world expect from us? Chris.
Oh my God. I don't know. I think I'm trying to think and answer in the same time because I don't have an answer, no? But I think sometimes we think the world expects something for us, but it's our, like, how can I say, reflect of ourselves. Because I think the person who more demand of ourselves, exige de nós mesmos, are we self, you know, ourselves. It's not the world. So, of course, the world, the society expect some things. No, sometimes we need, I don't know if we need, but you think we need to do some things because the society ask this kind of attitude. But in the end of the day, I think it's more about us, about what we expect of ourselves. I think is that. I don't know if I can explain.
Perfect. Yeah, it was wonderful because it's pretty much, you basically, what you said is very important because the world exists, you know, by its own. So exists the world. And we are in the world, living in a society with human beings, being human beings, living human being mode and so on. So what, you know, yeah, very good. So I will change the question. Let's move to the question number 10. What does the future hold for us? Mariana.
I don't have time to think. Oh my God. I don't know. I think the future will don't hold for us something exactly, but that depends about what we are doing or not doing. And sometimes we can also say a little bit about Chris' answer for the other question, the things about expectations. I think sometimes we have our expectations, and the world and our family have expectations too. But we don't need to do the things thinking about someone else's expectations. And I think maybe, for example, I'm in the future and I'm regretting something, and I'm saying that something don't happen because in another situation the future would hold that for me, but because of my family expectations, for example, I don't do it. But I think I'm just transferring into the world this to someone else, because I need to
Perfect.
do everything based on my expectations. And even if the other people don't like it, it's not my problem. And I need to think about it.
Perfect. Yeah, like the quotes used to say that kind of you are doing your time's life to anyone else, because you are worrying about other, and not living your life, with your demands and so on. Bianca, your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I understand the question actually, like what does the future hold for us? Like what expect from us, something like this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I don't know. It's like it's almost like what the word expects from us for me, but it's yeah, I think I really don't know how to answer this question because it's too complicated.
But, this conversation is a free space that you can change. Like you can change this question, you can disagree of this question as well. So you can make, I think, what does the future hold for us? But if I would do this question again, or remake this question, I would write something like what we expect from the future. I think it's much better.
So it's like those persons who say, I think the right question is what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally right.
Yeah. So yeah, I think like being better, especially after the pandemic, we are trying to. I'm not saying about everyone, but we are in a certain point trying to get better and care about the others. And this is even about the environment. I think this is what we are having. Yeah.
So while I'm bringing the people back from the small room, Monica.
I'm trying to think some resume about this question, but I think that the future expect from us to live in the present in a better way that we can. We have a great opportunity to connect to other people, and I think that the main reason for this connection is change or write something into our lives. And I think that the future expect that we can write good things in order impact, change lives in a positive way. I don't know if you understand. If you had a chance in your connection, or try to connect with yourself, with another people, and write a good story with love speaking about love, not love in a special way. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
In a physical way. Yeah,
In a
I got it.
physical way, but try to write love in impact the other when you have the opportunity to connection with other people. I love to be here because I think about I saw many points of view, and these points of view impact my life, and I have the chance to change myself. I
Vai
love
fazer
to
o ovo aí com queijo?
and listen
Tá, tá bom. Tá, tá.
other thoughts about the life. That's it.
Very good. Very good. It's a kind of take-home message you just said. Very beautiful as well.
What did you say?
Take-home message.
Okay.
The final message. So welcome back, guys. How was the conversation in the small room? How was Leticia? How was for you? Leticia, are you here? Are you there?
Yes, I think you call me. Yeah, sometimes I have 2 or 3 people with the same name of me, but anyway, it was amazing. We talked about a few questions. We didn't finish all the questions, and it was amazing. The questions are harder. You need to think a lot to answer them, but it was amazing. We share our
Yeah,
opinions,
this is awesome.
our thoughts. Yes.
This is awesome because means that you were deep in the questions, into the question. That's the purpose of this conversation. So how was for you, João?
So it was amazing as always, you know, like in my room was Epaminondas, William, and Jefferson. So, you know, like we talk and share a lot of thoughts about the subject, you know, so it was amazing.
Very good. Let me ask one of this question here. Let me see. Bruna. Question number 4. Question number 4. Are you clear in your emotions and feelings?
Well, I told the guys I try to be, you know, it is hard for me because when I'm facing something, I avoid talking about the problems I have and I try to deal with things on my own, you know. But this is not something good, you know, because sometimes we need help. We need like people to tell us what to do or how to do stuff. Like sometimes we are so overwhelmed that we can't think of other possibilities. So I am working on it, and yeah, I'm trying, but it's not always easy. That's it.
Very good. Yeah, we are working on it. Let me see other question. Trick question. Epaminondas, what advice would your current self give to your former self?
So expose yourself more and start to learn English as fast as you can, and try to understand yourself more. Try to be respectful with yourself, and don't push yourself so harder, and improve yourself. Enjoy your life, enjoy your family, your friends. Don't waste your time, and chill. Everyone will be okay.
Very good. It's other take-home message here. Let me see from Jefferson. We have time to the last question. What does the future hold for us? Question number 10.
Number 10, I didn't see this question. Let me see. Oh, what the future. Yeah. I think the future will be better for who learn more about life, about knowledge, and to live more about your life profoundly. and see the situation and never give up, and never give up, and try to have a solution for most of the problems of your life, your nature, and our society, especially Brazil.
Very good. Thanks a lot. We have one more time for one more question. Let me see from Márcio. Are you laughing? So do you had a regret doing something or not doing something?
Angel, you were so inspired when you wrote these questions, and that's what we discussed with Bruna and the other guys that were in our home. But it's a very, very good question, and I definitely would say that I would rather regret doing something, definitely. But I prefer to do something, to take action, to fix some situation, and not to do nothing. Okay, so it's important to try to fix, to try something. And if you regret to do that, but you regret for something that you tried. Okay, you try to fix, you try to take an action, and to try to be helpful, and to try, and the most important, you try to do the right thing. Okay.
Yeah, we were discussing in my role in that we need to do something in order to not live in the should do mood. I should do this, I should do that, you know, something like next, you know, some expectation from your action and so on. And the time is passing, we are living just one life, you know, so this is the time that we have to do something. So guys, thanks a lot for this conversation. I share with you this survey, you know, help us to improve this conversation, you know, if you like or not, if you would like to discuss some specific topics and so on, you know, whatever you want to say. I shared also the YouTube channel and about the conversation that we had in the main room. You know, give us the like, all the YouTuber stuffs, you know, let comments and so on, shared. And yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot for this conversation.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have a nice
day. Thank you, Bruna. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
See you soon.